Eastern, so this is the ECR Open Mic Net. I'm Terry, N5RTC, your host for the evening. I'm joined by my co-host, Mark, KE2EDS, in the Zoom room. Come join us in the Zoom room if you want to see behind the scenes. The third member of our team, Gil, K4GDS, will be logging your check-ins. And if you'd like to follow the log, visit ecr.radio/logs and click on Open Mic Night. Underway, sir. Please stand by. Our net controllers tonight are Craig, K4MMX, until 8:30, and Tracy, KJ5IDD, to finish the hour. Before I turn the net over to Craig, I have three very important announcements. If you want to avoid check-in pileups, text your call, and only your call, to 716-317-9050, or you can email text. Now this is an email. Text at ecr.radio. If you text or please stay around so you'll be near your radio when we call on you. Important announcement number 2. If you're interested in serving as an Open Mic Net controller, and we hope you are, we'll hold an informal question and answer session in the ECR Zoom room next Wednesday, that's February the 18th, at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll go over what's involved and answer any questions you may have. We'd love to have you join us. And important announcement number 3, and our last announcement, the 2026 ECR Meet and Greet will be held on June 20th at Chestnut Ridge Park, New York. Watch for details. Well, that's enough announcements. Let's get started. Tonight's question: does artificial intelligence have a place in ham radio? The check-in order will be mobiles first, then general check-ins by radio. And now here's Craig, K4MMX, your net control station for the first half hour.
Everybody. Thanks, Terry. Welcome to the East Coast Reflector Open Mic Net. I'm Craig, K4MMX, your net control station for this first half hour. Tonight's question again is, do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio? And at this time, we are going to take check-ins, mobile check-ins. Please repeat your call sign twice and slowly. Are there any mobile stations wishing to check in at this time?
WW2WW, that's Whiskey Whiskey 2 Whiskey Whiskey.
Okay, it looks like we only got one. That would be Tim from Deltona. Never heard of that. Whiskey Whiskey 2 Whiskey Whiskey. Tim, how do you feel about AI having a place in ham radio?
I think it definitely has a place in ham radio. It'll replace some of the dummies out there. That's about all the comments I got for that. AI is pretty interesting, pretty helpful. in a lot of places, especially writing and things like that. It's become very, very helpful. Also, I use AI for my answering service on my business. It answers all the questions, takes down information, forwards calls, does everything. And I don't have to answer all those sales pitches. So that's my quick 2 cents. And we're mobiling down by Kissimmee, just outside of Orlando. WW2WW.
Hey, Tim. Before we move on to general check-ins, I want to see one more time if there's any mobile stations out there that want to check in at this time.
AE2 HOA.
Okay, we got James, KA2 HOA. I believe you're mobile. So the question of the evening, again, is do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio? Not in general, but just in ham radio. Go ahead.
That's Kilo Echo. I think to Tim's point, it's valid. It's got a place pretty much everywhere these days. I think the bigger concern is the operators managing it. Answering service is a great example. Tim's using it to respond to engagement from potential customers. I work in tech. I've also seen where those operators let AI run wild, and it frankly causes a lot of noise and pollution. So I think it's going to be more about the people than the technology itself.
Thank you, Edward. And at this time, we're going to move over to taking general check-ins. Are there any general check-ins that, not mobile, that would like to check in? Give your call sign twice and slowly.
K8VLC, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Lima Charlie. K1MCO, Kilo 1, Mike Charlie Oscar.
NY1US. Kilo 2 Alpha Papa. Kilo 2 Alpha Papa. Kilo 1 Tango Papa Kilo.
Before we go ahead with the general check-ins, let me read back everyone I heard, what the logger has heard. And if you did try checking in and you don't hear your call sign, you can try one more time. We got Kathy, K1TPK. We have Joe, K2AP. Norm, NY1US. Jay, K1MCO. Oliver, KE8VLC. And we had 2 text check-ins. W2RBC, Randy, is one of our system facilitators. And we also got Bill, KF0MHN. If you didn't hear your call sign and you tried checking in over the radio, give it one more try. Alpha Delta Kilo. Delta Kilo Tango Juliet Sierra, call sign twice slowly. Key up the mic a little bit for a second or two before you speak, so let's try to catch it.
Kilo 9er Tango Juliet Sierra, A9EJS in and out. Will be IO monitoring.
Romeo 4, Juliet Charlie Mike, KR4, JCM. He holds it up for the moment. Come back to a call that I didn't quite get. The suffix is come back to the full call site. Well, I got on the list going from the bottom up. We got KR4 JCM. We have K9 TJS. The unknown station with the suffix ADK, you can give it a try again a little bit later. We had via text WB8 ODF. And also, I believe Kathy already gave her call out. And we had an in and out KE9 ASY. So we're going to go to the top of the list here. We have, that would be Bill, KF0MHN. Go ahead, Bill. The answer to the question, do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio?
Yeah, I definitely think AI has a place in ham radio. I'll give you an example real quick. I had an HF radio and the instructions weren't real good or anything. YouTube wasn't doing me much good, but I went and asked the answers through AI, got a lot of great answers, and the radio is functional now. But with everything, I think somebody once said, trust but verify. So I'm an expert in another area, so you always got to trust but verify with the thing. Doing a great job tonight, Craig. Thanks, and have a good day. KF0MHN.
Bill. Next up, we have Randy, W2RBC.
Good evening, Craig, Terry, Tracy, Gil, and everyone on the Open Mic Net. Yes, I definitely believe that AI has a place in ham radio. It's already being used for DX and propagation predictions and voice recognition, and I've also seen it used to improve training materials. Back to Net Control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
You Randy? This is K4MMX for the East Coast Reflectors Open Mic Net. Next up we have Oliver, KE8VLC.
Hello everyone, this is Oliver from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm not really a big fan of AI, but I know there are definitely uses for it in ham radio, and of course other places as well in the world. I guess I would say it does have a place in ham radio, even though it's probably going to take over our lives in so many areas in the next couple years. KE8VLC, back to Net Control.
Oliver. Next we have JK1MCO from Orlando.
Well, good evening, and this is K1MCO here in Orlando, Florida. My name is Jay, and regarding the question, yes, I think you have a place on ham radio. I've been using one of the AI's programs on my phone and on my laptop and asking questions about it, and it's been very helpful. So I think the answer will be yes, you got a place on ham radio. Send it back to you. Thank you for the net tonight. K1MCO.
Jay. Next, we have Norm from South Wales, New York, NY1US.
Good evening, Craig, and good evening to Terry, Gil, and Tracy also, and thanks for doing the net tonight. AI has been very helpful. I've used it to help me get radios to work properly and everything, but I've also used it to helped me build a website for my net that we have on Tuesday nights, and also a logger. So it's very hopeful, and I think it does have a place in ham radio. Back to you, Craig.
Thank you, Norm. Next up, we have Joe from East Islip, New York, K2AP.
Good evening, Craig, and good evening to the net. Very well. I have to say, yeah, I definitely say yes. AI has a place in ham radio, but you have to be very careful with what it tells you, because a lot of times it leads you on a path that's not really where you should go, trying to do something. So take it as an opinion, and that's all. But other than that, it has its use. And Craig, you're doing a great job on the net. So 73, and good evening to all.
Joe, just want to remind everyone you can always check in via our text line at 716-317-9050, or you can email text at ecr.radio. Or MMX for the East Coast Reflectors Open Mic Net. Next up, we have Kathy from South Dennis. I believe that would be Massachusetts. The two-letter abbreviations I'm not too good at.
Kilo 1 Tango Papa Kilo. I'm from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and I am an AI skeptic. AI, I'm sure that some of you that are as old as I am remember when Alexei Leonov was the first man on the moon for the Soviet Union. And that's what AI told me, and I think some of us that are old enough will remember that that's not quite what happened. So I am a total skeptic. And thank you to the Net Control. I've been there, and you're doing a great job. And thanks to the Net in general. Kilo 1, Tango Papa Kilo, Kathy from Cape Cod.
Yeah, thank you, Kathy, for being with us. Next we have... Next up we have Dave, WB8ODF.
Well, good evening, Craig, and Vicki again in the back room doing the heavy lifting. This is Dave. I'm in Ypsilanti, Michigan. That's 30 miles due west of Detroit on I-94. And I say, be careful what you wish for. That's my answer. WB8ODF.
Thank you, Dave. I believe our logger tonight is Gil, K4GDS. I think Vicki has the night off. Next on the list, we have Thomas from Margate, Florida, not too far away from where I'm at right now, K9TJS. K9TJS. Thomas, are you still there? Down the list, we next have John, KR4JCM from Hawthorne, Florida.
Good evening, y'all. This is John from Hawthorne, Florida, about 28 miles from Gainesville. Hopefully the radio is reaching the repeater all the way to Gainesville. Yeah, I believe AI has a place in ham radio. When I was studying for my technician's license, it helped me immensely as far as the studying aspect. And I just hope it doesn't do the same thing to ham radio that it's done to Facebook and all those, where you can't hardly believe what you see anymore, but we'll wait and see what happens. KR4JCM, turn it over to you.
John. We had an in and out that I want to recognize, KE9ASY, and we're going back to taking general check-ins. Please give your call sign twice and slowly. The question of the evening is, do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio? We're taking general check-ins at this time. Please repeat your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo 2 Alpha Delta Kilo K2 ADK.
WB2JPQ, WB2JPQ.
K6GBZ, K6GBZ, in and out.
JR4COH, Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Oscar Hotel. Just checking in. No traffic at this time. Will be IO and monitoring, in and out.
Okay, let's hold it there for a moment. First, I'm going to acknowledge the two in and out stations. We have Hector, KR4COH. Thank you for joining us. Next up, we have Tom, K6GBZ. And over the radio, we had the Godfather, Dick, WB2JPQ, and K2ADK. That would be Emmett. So we're going to start from the top here. Emmett, do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio?
Oh, howdy. K2ADK here. Unfortunately, I think it does. But I think there was a science fiction story written a number of years ago about gradually artificial intelligence taking over just about every job that humans did because we had to protect ourselves from dangerous things. And eventually, the machines decided forks were dangerous, so they fed us. And I remember the last line in the story. There was absolutely nothing left to do. And I'm afraid of that happening in amateur radio, where no one knows code anymore, and no one has to go looking at propagation charts. I kind of like it the way it is. K2ADK.
Thank you, Emmett. I'd like to remind everybody that you can text your check-in to phone number 716-317-9050, or you can email your call sign, only your call sign, to text@ecr.radio. So next up on the list here, we have Dick, WB2JPQ.
Well, I really like what Emmett said. Ditto on what Emmett said there. Yeah, you know me, I'm old school, but unfortunately, I guess we have to roll with the changes. I just don't want to see it destroy ham radio. You know, I'm one, when I go to the supermarket, I will not use a self-checkout line. I refuse to. It's just a job eliminator. I'd rather wait in a line 20 minutes than go through a self-checkout. That's just me. But anyway, that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. WB2JPQ.
Thank you, Dick. Well, we're to the bottom of this list here, so one more time. You can text your check-in to 716-317-9050, or you can give your call sign twice and slowly over the radio. We're taking general check-ins from any stations.
J5MNV, Kilo Juliet 5, Mike November Victor. No traffic, in and out.
Oscar Kilo, Kilo, Quebec 4, Papa Oscar Kilo.
Hello, Echo 2, Hotel, Oscar Alpha, KE2HOA.
Okay, let's hold it up there for a moment. KE2HOA, I believe you previously checked in. Are you rechecking in? We did have an in and out station, KJ5MNV. We also have KQ4PA. Starting from the top, KQ4POK. That's Gonzo from Winter Springs, Florida. What's your answer to the question tonight?
Good evening. You can have this pardon me. I just got on and I didn't quite hear the question. If I can hear that one more time, that would be great.
Sure. The question is, do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio?
Well, actually, in some ways, I would say yes, because I've been using AI to ask a lot of questions regarding things that I wanted to find out about certain aspects of ham radio. And usually I would go to the various websites, which would take me quite a long time to find the answer. And I have been noticing that when you put a proper question to AI regarding ham radio related technology questions, it does return, or for me it has responded with answers and solutions that I needed right away, which I think is fantastic. But bouncing back what was said before, I believe one of the gentlemen has indicated that we have to be careful because as automation has taken away jobs from other people, I've been noticing if I start using AI more often instead of going to websites, will AI start replacing websites as well? Back to net, this is KQ4POK.
Gonzo, and it looks like I'm coming to the bottom of the hour here, but I do have time to take a couple more general check-ins. Please give your call sign twice and slowly. Well, wish to thank everybody for allowing me to participate. It's 8:30, and I'm turning the net over to Tracy. His call sign is KJ5IDD. Thank you, everyone. 7-3. This is K4MMX.
All right, thank you, Craig. And boy, did a great job there. Great job. We've had quite a few call-ins tonight and answers to the question as well. And we'll continue taking the question and getting your answers. And if you'd like to follow the check-in log, you might visit ecr.radio/logs, and you can take a look at that. Or if you would like to avoid a pile-up, whatever you want to call it, text your call and just your call and nothing but your call to 716-317-9050, or you can email it or text it at ecr.radio. Just get it in there and let's find out your opinion on the question tonight. Do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in the ham radio? What do you think? Well, all right. Let's see about getting some folks in here on the log tonight, and we'll go from there. Mobile stations wishing to check in, you might just give us your call sign twice and slowly for those that are doing the log tonight, okay?
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra.
Juliet.
Right, we got a couple here. Hey, if you want to wake up the right way every morning, the place to be is right here on the ETC with the Morning Brew. Don't miss it, because you're going to miss some good stuff that they talk about in the morning. All right, let's go and we'll go to the check-in list here, and we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Terry over in Austin, N5RTC checking in tonight, as well as Christopher from DeLand, Florida. Let's see, he texted his in. Let's see, N4RRJ is from Christopher. Then let's see, oh, hey, how about this for far away? Bill from Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. Very good. VA3YBS. Now, we got room for your calls. You can do it several ways. And we're looking for your call and answer to the question tonight. Do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio? What do you think?
This is VA3YBS. Were you calling on me for this?
Just doing a check-in, and in a few minutes you'll get a chance to answer that question. Very interesting question tonight. EDS, KE2EDS.
November 7, Foxtrot Golf Papa. November 7, Foxtrot Golf Papa.
November 3, Mike Delta Charlie. That's November 3, Mike Delta Charlie.
Thanks, guys. Now we got some time to check in. You got several ways you can do this. If you want to avoid the train wreck, if you will, text your call, and nothing but your call, at 716-317-9050. That's 716-317-9050. Or email your call to text at ecr.radio. So either way, we want to hear from you tonight. And you mobile stations out there wishing to check in, well, come on in, and we'll get you checked in here. Give us your call sign twice, and give it to us slowly, all right? Let's see what we got going over here now.
Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet Alpha Zulu, KA4, JAZ.
All right, we'll stop there for just a moment. We'll stop there and check in who we got here. We got Alvin from Midlothian, Virginia. He is texting in tonight. No, I'm sorry. He is just checking. Let's see, KA4, JAZ. And let's see, Craig from Oakland Park, Florida. He is texting in tonight, K4MMX. And then we've got Michael from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He is checking in tonight at N3DC. Also, we've got, let's see, Jamestown, New York, Scott. Let's see, N7FGP checking in tonight. And let's see, Mark from Elmira, New York. Let's see, KE2EDS. And let's see, I believe, yeah, that's it. We've already gone through, so you guys get ready to check in and make that call sign slow, and we'll get you down in the log tonight. All right, let's take a look and see what else is going on. For tonight, question is, do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio? Interesting question. And, well, me, no. I don't like the way that artificial intelligence has taken over Facebook and other medias, and I don't want to see it happen to us here on the ECR. I think that we're doing great, just like we're doing. All right, this is KJ5IDD, and you're listening to the East Coast Reflector Open Mic Net. Well, are we going to slow down tonight? I was hoping that we'd keep right on rolling along. But I'll tell you what, now, if you can see yourself as a control station operator here, if you know, do what I'm doing, hey, you can do it. Just let somebody know from the ECR that you're interested. And you can be sitting here and doing this just the same as me. All right, let's see. We are still looking for check-in.
N2CFX. N2CFX. Kilowatt 0 Bravo Oscar Whiskey K0 BOW.
Kilo Alpha 1 Juliet X-Ray Yankee KA1 JXY.
Let's stop right there. and go ahead and look at our list. I haven't been paying that much attention. This is N5RTC. I apologize for that, but we got KA1JXY, N2CFX, KA4JAZ, and I'll just run some more. K4MMX, N3MDC, and I think we caught Scott, N7FGP. So we're going to go to the top of the list. Bill, VA3YBS, I appreciate your patience, sir. We're having some technical difficulties. And so what's the answer to our question? Do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio?
Well, good evening, Terry, and everybody on the net tonight. This is a loaded question, isn't it? As much as I would like to say no, because I really don't believe it does, I think the cat is out of the bag, and it's one of those cats you can't get it back in the bag after it's out. And with every aspect of life, we've got artificial intelligence here and artificial intelligence there. And like I say, I just don't think you can put that cat back in the bag. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great night. 73 to all. This is VA3YBS.
Bill? Well, one of our earlier respondents said something that I just thought of when you said that, and that is that there seems to be a lot of artificial intelligence in ham radio. That was not a personal observation. That is not the view of the East Coast Reflector, but that just came to mind. Going on to Christopher in DeLand, Florida, N4RRJ. What say you, Christopher? Christopher, are you still there? N4RRJ. That last statement was an awful choppy signal. Christopher, was that you? Okay, Christopher, we're going to mark you in and out for the time being. When Tracy calls for general check-ins, if you would come back, and if you're still there, let us know. I'm going to hand things back to Tracy, KJ5IDD. Let me take this opportunity, though, to ask if there are any mobile stations out there. Mobile stations, come now. Your call sign twice and slowly.
Terry, you're up next, N5RTC, and what is your answer to the question tonight? Do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio? What do you think?
Well, Tracy, it's already there. So, you know, what I think is pretty irrelevant, I guess. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. I realize it was wishy-washy, but that's what you're going to get out of me tonight. N5RTC, back to you.
All right, thank you there. Thank you there, Terry. How about Mark over in Elma, New York, KE2EDS? What do you think?
Tracy, Gil, Terry, and Craig. I think it does have a place, but You know, I would use it only as an opinion. If somebody else mentioned, you go to Facebook, you see all kinds of stuff. You do not know what to believe, and everything looks so realistic. I read something, I mention it to my wife, the first thing she says is, "Did you see it on Facebook?" So, I don't know. Be careful what you wish for, I guess, in closing. Have a great night. KE2EDS.
All right, thank you, Mark. Thank you. Scott from over in Jamestown, New York. What say you? N7FGP. What do you say?
Well, good evening, Tracy, and everyone on the net tonight. And, you know, yeah, I think it kind of does have a place in amateur radio. But I think, you know, you really, you know, somebody said it earlier, trust but verify. It shouldn't replace critical thinking, and I'm afraid that's what it does. Yeah. Anyhow, that's my answer. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot there for your answer. Hey, Michael over in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, N3 MDC, listening tonight. What's your answer? Do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio?
Well, Tracy, I deal with it all the time on my video games, so I think it does somewhat, because I deal with it all the time. I deal with it on Facebook and on my iPad a lot. Like I said, I do deal with it on my video games all the time. I deal with AI cars and anything else on my Xbox 360 and Xbox One. But Trace, I'd like to let you and everybody know here on the open mic night, I will not be here next Wednesday. I got a club meeting I have to attend on Zoom next Wednesday night. So I will not be here next Wednesday. I will be on here. I will be here on the following Wednesday. So with that, I'll talk to you all on the following Wednesday. This is N3 MDC. Back to you, Tracy.
All right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. All right. Let's move down to Craig over in Oakland Park, Florida. He texted in tonight. What say you, Craig?
Tracy? Yeah, earlier when I ran the first half hour, I realized that I didn't actually get to give my answer, so that's why I texted it in. My answer, if I was going to say yes or no, would be no. I'm totally okay with people using AI to look stuff up or do some complicated math for antenna design, but actually operating a radio station automatically, definitely not. So that's my statement, and I'm sticking with it. K4MMX, back to you, Tracy.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Alton over in Midlothian, Virginia. Let's see, KA4JAZ, and he's standing by tonight with his answer. Oh, I guess, well, maybe he had to take care of something. We'll get back to him shortly. Christopher in New York. Yeah, okay. N2FX, what say you to tonight's question?
Good evening, Net Control. This is N2CFX. First name Chris. I'm going to say yes and no. I am 100%. Well, first of all, let me say this. I understand the negativity that comes with AI and why so many people are against it. However, I will say this. In the world of, specifically when it comes to, let's say, all-star nodes or any type of nodes that require any type of coding, I can tell you firsthand that using AI to help you understand that and help you navigate that world is an excellent tool. For anything else, I don't know how I feel, but I will say I definitely do think that it is a great tool to use
when it comes to figuring out how to customize your notes. Back to you, Net Control.
Hi, thank you, Christopher. Thank you very much. Into CFX. Let me go back up here for just a second and see if Alton is ready to check in. He is from over at Midlothian, Virginia. And are you there, Alton?
This is Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet Alpha Zulu. Good evening to the net. My first attendance here this evening. As far as AI and ham radio, I did 22 years U.S. Army in communications. Yeah, technology has gone so far. However, ham radio or amateur radio, yeah, we're not professionals. However, my opinion, no. It may have a place in technical stuff, like the previous station said, designing a node or helping you with code. Okay, cool. But who's going to talk on that radio? I hope it ain't AI. So back to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Alton. Appreciate your answer and your input. Okay, we are looking for check-ins, whether you're mobile, whether you're however you want to check in tonight. Have at it. We are looking for you. We're looking for your answer. Do you feel that artificial intelligence has a place in ham radio? The answers have been interesting to me, and we're going to see. We got just a few more minutes to let some other folks check in and see what they think.
This is KJ5 NHH Kilo Juliet 5 November Hotel, Jeremy, Conroe, Texas.
Let's go back up to the top of the list here where we left off. We got Joe from Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Let's see, Joe, KA1JXY. Are you there, Joe?
Hi to the net, and hope everybody's doing well. I'm a programmer by trade and by hobby, and I would say I agree that it has its place, but from a technical standpoint, I'm very concerned about having it do things for me, such as my finances, operating my radio station. Tech stocks just took a pretty big hiccup the other day due to AI trading. So very, very iffy about it. Although, people are also very iffy about having internet radio. So I think we need to be cautious. KA1JXY.
Thank you, Joe, for your answer. Fred from Reno, Nevada. You out there tonight? Ready to check in? You check in? What's your answer?
K7FPS. I am so tired of going through different call lines, pick something. And AI tries to interpret, push, tell me what you're calling about. And AI is not a sentient being, therefore it should not be broadcasting by any means. I understand for coding and or designing new circuit designs, I could see that, but on the radio, no.
designing circuits and antennas, I'm going to agree with Craig on that one, K4MMX. It has its place. It is still young. K7FPS, back to net.
All right, thanks, Fred. How about it, Alan? What is your answer? Alan is from Kendall, New York tonight. What say you?
Well, good evening, Tracy, and everyone on the net tonight. Boy, this is a fantastic question. Whoever came up with it, my hat's off to them. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. I'll tell you, on the bench, it's fantastic. I have my favorite one that I use, and for heavy calculations, for parts cross-referencing, it will find stuff that I never thought of. It's very good there. As far as actually communicating over the air or even logging, absolutely. Other than that, I mean, it's a good tool to be used as a tool, but not to take the place of a skilled operator. And to ZBN.
All right, thank you, Alan. How about it, Jeremy from Conroe, Texas? What is your answer to tonight's question? Still got a chance to get in here. Your call sign should come twice and slowly.
K8 BKY, K8 BKY mobile.
There is Miss Vicky. She finally got in here. A well-deserved night off, I might add, from Lumberton, Michigan. Vicky, what say you?
I'd say AI isn't the greatest thing, but you got to keep in mind it does only that which people aren't willing to do themselves. So, 7-3.
I kind of agree with that as well. Jeremy from Conroe, are you back in with us? Mark him as in and out for this evening. Hey, I want to say that I appreciate everybody being here and checking in. We've had a great time tonight, and I don't know, I haven't been able to tally up what we've got on the yes or no deal. We'll take a look at that here in a little bit, but I want to say thank you for everybody that's joined us. Don't forget about the morning brew in the morning. You don't want to miss it, I guarantee you. And we'll all have a good time. All right, we got any more final check-ins for tonight? What say you?
Kilo India 4, Romeo Alpha Yankee, KI4RAY, Ray from La Follette, Tennessee.
N6QDY, N6QDY, in and out.
I begin to wrap up tonight. Let's see, we got David from Sacramento, California. What say you? Okay, you're in and out. Ray in Lafayette, Tennessee. What do you say, Ray?
Well, Tracy, I believe it is, KI4AY. Yeah, as far as AI goes, I'd say yes to a large degree. It's been very helpful to me setting up an all-star node and some other questions, but it certainly shouldn't be an operator on its own or even with supervision. I'm not sure if I would trust it for remote. But I guess it's in its infancy. We'll just see how it goes with amateur radio. You know, we've taken in a lot of other things like the various digital modes on HF and VHF and UHF. So I suppose we'll just have, I think the jury's still out. I'll say yes, but the jury's still out. That's it from KI4RAY 73.
All right, let's see. We've got, well, hey, we're out of time. It's 7 p.m. my time, and that means, well, y'all don't know what it is on y'all's time. I have had a good time tonight, despite the little mess-ups here. I've enjoyed it, and I love the East Coast Reflector, and I hope that you do too. Well, I'll tell you what, this is KJ5IDD saying good night. Thank you for joining us. This has been a presentation of the ECR, Open Mic Net. Join us again next time. Return the ECR to its regular scheduled programming.